EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at DeAndre Hopkins. There were no answers for him a week ago, going well over 100 yards with several stops in the end zone. It's the Cardinals and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Take it in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises. The man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Right to the air. Here's Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The Cardinals are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, oh, that's got to feel great for them.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. And this one's incomplete.
I'm going to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
This is taken in by McBride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. After run, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Greg Dortch back deep. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That first down there on a pickup of 25. Murray going to throw. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Got a man. It's McBride complete.
And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab.
And the Cards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. We're coming up in prime time here in Week 5. A couple of division rivalries on the docket beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hurts.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? What does say no? No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Going deep for Hopkins. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 65 yards.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
No run back here from Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
On first down, Hurts.
He's got Smith here.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We get started in the NFC. A long flight from SFO as San Francisco heads east to take on Carolina. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Ray McLeod up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Escaping the pressure gets to him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
On the return, Dortch. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray.
Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now Prater to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Hurts throw taken in by Pascal.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 28-10. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cardinals are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. They fake the handoff. Now Murray going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play fake. Murray going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts, quick slant to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing is Hurts. And connecting quickly with Goddard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Hurts sets up to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Going for it with Sanders. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Cardinals, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll also move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me.